I fucking hate Apple, dude.
Oh.
Yeah.
All their bullshit fucking... Oh, only our stuff works with our stuff. Bullshit. Fucking money-grubbing pieces of shit. Anyway, how's everybody doing today?
Turn it off.
Hello.
Hi.
Any people? Any chatters? We are here bringing for you today some D&D. Let us go. Who wrote the recap
I did.
last week? You did?
Oh, yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah. It's pretty bad. I don't
I
remember much.
don't remember much.
I rolled a 9.
Any Niners? Let's see.
Oh, fuck. I rolled a 17.
I rolled a 7.
I rolled a 12. Get it, Peyton.
Alright.
I was like, what if Brandon had to read it today? Surely it's not going to come
It
to
was
that.
so fucking long, too.
My bad.
Alright.
I'll do it, man.
The fight with... I'm reading here, Nick, Glenn. Sorry, Nick.
It's all good.
Habit.
I forgive you.
The fight with Redbeak was difficult. It took everything we had just to keep ourselves alive. Forget trying to beat him. This was a fight of pure strength, and while I lack in raw arcane damage, Rhea stepped into the task, trading blows and whittling down her father's forces. Whether she realized it or not, Rhea was the most in control she's ever been. Cass did a great job of keeping him in place and soaking up the damage for us to go wild. I'm exceptionally proud to call these people my friends. Upon his defeat, a surge of acidic arcane energy erupted from within Redbeak, nearly killing us and destroying the ruins around us. The voice of presumably Lady Orissa spoke to us through him before the explosion, saying something along the lines of, "You took down my lieutenant, let me repay the favor." In the aftermath, the husk of Cameron Ebonnail took his dying breaths. Back to his normal self, he spent his last moments with Rhea, and before I could do the deed, he passed. With Rhea inheriting the infamous Ebonnail, her namesake, and after a short funeral pyre, we headed back down to the Underdark. The next couple of days were a blur. We were welcomed back to Coolwater as heroes who stopped an unforeseen threat. At a ceremony led by Queen Mixtrix, we were presented as a group of adventurers. They expected a name for our group. I gave them the first thing I could think of, the Realm Walk. We were to present ourselves to the eyes of Thar, and supposedly for the first time in a very long time, the eyes opened. To the shock and awe of the rat folk, each of us were provided with a vision. Rhea saw an all-consuming sea of acid. Cascade saw the origin point of the fog from a rune-covered cave entrance. And I saw the gears and workings of the puppet master controlling disc. In our post-vision stupor, we somehow ended up at an inn and managed to find our legs and head back up to Shroudmoor. Our first stop in Shroudmoor was at Lord Shingitsu's manor so that I could return the dagger I had borrowed to strike the killing blow. Lord Shingitsu was excited with our success and escorted us back to the main districts of Shroudmoor. The rest is pretty routine. We met with the leaders, we were debriefed, and our journey was done. Apparently there is a ceremony or celebration planned for us tomorrow, but before that I had to see Amelia. It's been a few weeks and I've been worried, and to no surprise she was her usual snappy self. After a quick breakdown of our adventures, she filled us in on what was happening. Garrick had been trying to frantically reach us, and things were happening up on disc. Anyone that was not a dwarf or a gnome were being corralled and put under some kind of watch in the Gears district. Whatever's happening, we need to get back. My people need me. So the plan is for us to find our way back home. Rhea has decided to accompany us, and I think we're going to have some fun. We're going to stop at Stoneshear before we head back up to arm ourselves and prepare for whatever we may face. Cass and I aren't the same people who got thrown off the edge of the city. While we're still in the dark about all the different forces and organizations pulling the strings, they're not going to see us coming. We're about to fuck shit up, and oh, I've got a gun.
Hell yeah.
Written
I'm
by...
fucking stoked to do this. That was wonderful.
Written by
That was
Aubrey.
a great fucking recap. That was the best recap you've anybody's written for this campaign thus far.
100%. It's so much more specific than an entrance in Cass's journal.
Like I was telling Brendan, I actually put an effort this week because I had time and
Good.
wasn't like I remembered to do it.
Oh,
What's
man.
Auburn's last name?
Still
Still
fall.
fall.
Yeah.
How do I know that?
I mean, it's on his character sheet in
I
Div.
know, but I don't look at the campaign. I only look at my list of characters.
Right.
Weird.
So you did say Ebon Nail became what is it?
Weapon.
Yeah, where it can be
Slaying.
strength or dexterity.
It's a small sword, but it's dexterity. Just
Right.
label it as a short sword.
Well, you have it here for me, but it's not the right
Right.
weapon type.
Shit.
It just needs to have the finesse category property.
Yes. Shit. Forgot to do that.
Alright. I can just
can you
add
just
4 to
remember,
whatever.
Yeah, can you just remember it for now?
Yeah.
And remind me to do that later.
Yeah. Add 5 to it, so it gets a +1, right?
It is a +2
Yeah.
weapon, I believe? Or +1?
+1
It might be a
bonus
+1.
attack and damage.
I think
So
that should already be added on.
It is, but because I have a -1 to strength, it shows up as 0. So I'll just add 5 when I do my rolls. Because I have 4 dexterity.
Makes sense. Thank you. Sorry.
That's alright. I'll just remember. I definitely won't forget.
This is your weapon?
Yes.
Yeah. Pretty sick.
That also
I'm
damage too, right?
Does good
I'm a
damage.
blade dancer now.
All right.
There's-
We'll see what that means the next
Yeah.
time we have combat in 2 months. I'm just going to say it now. I understand that maybe, no, you know what? No, fuck that. Combat's fun to watch, but your guys' narrative thus far in this campaign, I just want to say, has been great. Everybody's roleplay is fantastic. I feel so privileged as a DM to play with each of you guys, and I don't think anybody's in chat right now, but if anybody sees this that isn't us, you guys are, treated to some of the best players in D&D. They're all awesome. So
All right, enough of the crappy bullshit. Just get
Hold
it on.
on. I
Yeah.
want to
celebration ceremony.
I was going to say, it goes to you too, Mystic, when someone else is DMing. We all play off each other well, all 4 of us.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
I remember a couple characters you RP.
Yeah. I try my best. I just think it's fun, It's like, what better? Because we're, there's fucking... I was asked to make a crime investigation D&D kind of like, sleuthy thing with a little touch of Peaky Blinders, and god damn it, there isn't violence in every episode of Peaky Blinders. Is there?
I don't know. I've only seen the first
I don't know.
episode.
I've seen 2 seasons and I forgot. But what I remember is the scene, the
Proper
scenes of talking.
fucking shootout!
Yeah. Yeah. What I remember are the scenes of talking, and that's what I remember here. I don't know. I'm just feeling like talking about that for a second because I'm just like so stoked. I showing appreciation is like a thing that I feel like I must do. So hopefully you guys appreciate that. Anyway, we find ourselves after that amazing recap, waking up in the barracks of Shroudmore, and we find ourselves hearing the sound of light music coming drifting in with the billows of fog that blanket the city. What do you do?
Or it's straight to business it is. And then he's just waking up and doing his normal thing and just waiting for everybody else. Auburn is. He's just antsy to like get going, so he's not doing anything special today.
Amelia is also working out, but like separate. And I want Rhea and Cascade to roll perception checks.
Ooh.
I don't see shit. Well, maybe you got a 12.
30, 20.
Nice. So, Rhea, you just see these two humans working out. Like they're weird. But Cascade, you're noticing just like subtle little sidelong glances, you know, like little kind of, Auburn kind of looking to the side where Amelia is.
It's
So
probably one of those things I notice, and then I just don't even like give them a chance to notice me noticing. It's like, see, move on, and then I just go.
And Amelia is doing the same thing.
And that's just my reaction every time.
From Auburn's perspective, honestly, and I'm not trying to like downplay this situation. Auburn's like, this is a competition. He's seeing Amelia rack up weights, and he's like trying to go more. So Auburn's not even taking it the way Cascade fight. He's just trying to get his workout. He's being competitive about this.
And Amelia, like both of you are sweating exhausted after like 20 minutes. And you're just like, and you finally kind of like both look at each other, and you just break away and then go, is there a shower? Amelia said, as she walks out of the room, out of like this long barrack. But yeah, you make yourself ready for the day in whatever way that you find yourself necessary to, and yeah, this music is still going, and you do hear voices and kind of like something that Rhea is completely unused to, the kind of like just tinkling of laughter and like happiness just floating in along the airway, all the breezeways of the catwalk, things like that.
Too lively in here.
I like it.
Well, if you're gonna save your people, that's what you're gonna get.
Yeah, like it's a bad thing.
Well, just adding to that, I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's gonna be fun. Partying with the bird people, let's go.
I know some of these people have been at war. I can't do her voice right now.
That's okay.
I know some of these people have been at war for almost their whole lives, so for them, and myself included, it's just strange.
All the more reason to celebrate. Because I'm sure most of these people don't even remember why they were fighting in the first place. At some point it just became something you did.
I'm pretty sure they've been partying all night, if I know them.
Good.
Some of
It's time we join them.
Yeah?
Let's go. It's been a while.
All right.
Rhea, tell
Wait.
me,
Are you having fun, Bobby Poo?
I'm not talking. Rhea, is there a tradition of tavern brawls here?
I mean, there's contests of strength. You were in
Awesome.
one a while back.
Awesome.
Not just the owl folk that participate in that.
Awesome.
I just sit in the corner and get really stoned and watch
We call
beat
them-
people up.
We call them games. And usually
We call them games.
for big weddings and for parties and, all kinds of stuff. There are sometimes days and days worth of games. We have jousting and wrestling and feats of strength.
For the little time that we're here, let's play some games.
Games!
And notably, Auburn is keeping, despite doing his like morning routine or whatever, and like we're in a place of rest and a safe space, video game safe area. He hasn't gotten rid of the scruff.
Right.
He's keeping the scruff on purpose this time. They're not gonna recognize me.
Oh, you're way musclier.
And you actually do notice that Auburn is leaner than he was, and so are you, Cascade. Like you lost a little bit of water weight, but
Oh no, where am I?
you know, you've only been gone for maybe a week, but you've been walking and fighting and exploring and sun up to sundown for
dying
for a week straight. Yeah, you died once.
Yeah, you died.
That'll take a bit out of you.
And yeah, so you're all looking more lean, haggard, somewhat, but that stress is somewhat relieved as you walk into a portion of the city that you haven't really been to before. There was a kind of almost exactly on top of the portion of the city where you went down into like the Underdark. There is, for lack of a fancy description, the ruined remains of the oh my
yawning
god,
portal?
the yawning portal.
Yep.
Yes. God, Jesus, I couldn't even remember. Like one of my favorite places in D&D. But above that, and kind of like attached to some of the remains of it, is like this wide circular like hallway that is a large meeting space that used to be just a night ago a main place of operations for the Aarakocra, but now has a few high-ranking Alfolk and their entourages have come and met there, as well as just a lot of Aarakocra foot soldiers, as well as just people that did like the grunt work, maintenance, and putting up palisades and barricades and things like that. Because not everybody was a fighter, but everybody fights in Aarakocra society, right? But all of the, and Rhea, you've seen it before, all of the desks and the paperwork and the arms and the like organization of the place has now been in a single night cleared out and opened up to this wide open hallway. And people are a little bit standoffish, obviously, from the owl folk and things like that, but you do see a couple of younger like owlets dancing with some younger Aarakocra that were not old enough to fight, maybe like 6 months, 8 months, both sides, and they're dancing and having fun, and the music is very lively. It's not as harsh as some of the looks from some people, but people are joining in and trying to dance with each other, and the games which you have so described are only just beginning to start. And that is really when people start having a great time. The first of which, of course, the classic, let's all say it together, arm wrestling.
Arm wrestling.
Something with strength.
Yes, of course. So in the festivities, you see Lord Shingoku himself, the
Shingitsu.
tall Shingitsu?
Yeah.
Shingitsu, sorry. You see Lord Shingitsu, the tall albino Alfolk, step over and say, "Who can best me in a feat of strength?" And a couple of people are like, "Oh shit."
What's all this then? And, like I just stepped up, like I'm holding like a snack or something that I grabbed, and I wasn't paying attention. I just kind of strolled into the area. What's all this?
Yeah, you have like a fried kind of sandwich almost. That's very savory and delicious. A lot of melted cheese, like a pita,
Oh yeah.
And he says, "Ah, the champion himself, come
hey.
to take me on in another feat, eh? You won't get so lucky this time."
I'll try my luck.
And he says, "Who else?" And then a couple of Arrows sign up, and you actually see Cascade raise his hand, and you see what was his name? Shinji? I forgot his name. Koji. Shinji? Koji. The pink and blue Outfolk that you met initially. Let's find his name.
Shinji sounds right. I feel like it's
I do have his name. It is Shinji Kitsurugi.
yeah. Kitsurugi, yeah.
And Shinji says, "I'll try my hand." And his kind of like arrogant, haughty attitude, like, nobody can beat me in anything. And he is a big man, but he is not a strong-looking man, or bird for that matter. You line up in kind of like several different rows of people, and he says, Shiori, wait, shit, fuck, so many names. Shingetsu, Shingetsu says, well, we can't have the two competitors facing off against each other so easily. Why don't you take one of those little lads? We'll see if you still got your strength after all your adventures. And he,
Alright.
And then he goes and sits in front of Cascade.
Oh man, let's go, big boy.
So, and then Shinji is actually versed against a kind of a lieutenant that's of like the same rank as your mother, Brianna. Wait, no, a major. Yeah, Brianna is a major that you have met before, and then there's just a couple of people hanging out, and let's go with Shinji versus
I'm not participating.
Fuck.
Shingetsu. Cascade
Shingetsu.
Yeah.
Versus Cascade first.
Yeah.
There's so many. I like she names.
Yeah.
Like Shinji, Shiori, Shingoku, Shishomaru. For any Inuyasha fans out there, I just really love those names. But now I've dug myself into the hole and got all mixed up.
Yes, I'm not participating in the strength. I'm going to go sign up for the aerial obstacle course here.
Sounds good. Cascade, you will.
Yeah.
It's a best of 3 strength contests.
Oh man.
If you would like to do something,
I'm not gonna cast any spells. This is about physical acuity. Magic would sully it.
so you turn into a bear.
No, I am me. +1 strength.
Okay. Shit. All right.
Not trained in athletics.
3,
I
2,
could say
1, go.
that
This
he
is a
would
straight up
enjoy.
strength check.
He would enjoy arm wrestling a bear. Not very many people
I
get that
got a dirty
opportunity.
20.
I got a 22.
Oh, that's almost
Yeah.
as good as I can do. Okay.
Yeah, no, I rolled a 17.
Oh, damn.
I rolled another 17.
17 total.
So that's best 2 out of 3, and he says, "Oh, I'll give you
6.
one more." Another. I swear to God, I just rolled 3 17s in a row.
Get the math.
It's fitting. I was kidding. He's the man.
He's the man. Oh, don't worry.
I was
your
Cascade
bravery.
second, and I'm like, good job, Cass.
Yeah,
That's the most I've seen you put up on
yeah.
your by
You
your
like
own.
fucking. Your arm is like. And you
Damn.
have like talon marks in your. You're just like, oh, fuck.
Wear gloves.
Yeah. Yeah. And he says, "Oh, my apologies.
That's okay.
I get
You didn't break the skin. No worries.
overwhelmed in the heat of competition." And then let's see, the major. Actually gets his fucking ass handed to him by Moko. The little,
I love it. I love
the
it.
little fucking, servant guy who's old as fuck.
Bam! You're just hearing bams.
Yeah,
Just from
bam,
his...
bam, bam. It's like...
It's only 2 times you need to do for third.
Right, yeah. Okay, it's best of 5 now. It's best of 5. But you see the major kind of like, what the hell? And he's like, secret ancient medicine from the old tribes. And he winks, and Major's like, what the hell are you talking about? Don't worry about it. And then he just walks away. And let's see how you fare against the random Eric Cochran soldier.
Hell yeah.
Roll 1. Oh wow, I rolled pretty well.
18.
I rolled a 17.
Oh, nice.
Total.
Yeah. Okay.
I got a 7.
11.
Nice. I got a 3.
14. Hanging in
Hell
there.
yeah. Easy clap. Oh, 3-0.
I'm
boom,
focused.
Boom, boom.
Not to like Auburn's not trying to be disrespectful. He just hasn't had like food, so he's just sitting there with his like fried sandwich and just kind of just going after one at a time and just like scarfing down the sandwich with one hand. I'm sorry. I really don't disrespect that. I really don't disrespect. It's just I've been fucking hungry. Good try though. Good game. And I put up my hand for a handshake.
And he looks at you and he's like, I'm just really appreciative I got to play against the champion of the war. You
Yeah,
thank you so much. And
don't mention it. Off you go.
And he's like, oh, okay. And he just walks. And then a couple other matches happen, and it kind of narrows its way down, and we'll get to the main event and say that Shingitsu and Auburn, I almost forgot your name, and Auburn start duking it out. What's your trash talk?
You think we could get a taller table? That way at least we're both on a level playing field, and then we can get maximum stance usage.
Moko, who got 3rd place. Clean 3rd place. Like, easy as. He kind of taps the table and he's like, don't tell them I used transmutation magic on myself. And he taps the table and the table gets larger and like, fits you guys really, really well. And he backs up and he says, my master, of course. And then Shingitsu just, yes, of course. This will be truly an epic battle. One which will be remembered as the pinnacle of the formation between the Eric Cochran champion and the great lords of the Alpha. And, does a little speech, and so some people clap, some people cheers. Like, boo! And he kind of looks at them and they're like, we're just kidding.
All right, settle down. It's fine. I might just have to let him win this one because I had to take care of your troubles. And then my hands on the table.
And he's like, really? And you feel his grip, just like last time.
Yep.
He's a strong motherfucker. And, as last time, the normally light visage of Birds is belied by his incredible form and massive strength. He's a freak of nature, literally, in many regards. But you begin this best of 5 match.
Let's go.
3, 2, 1, roll. Say.
Not bad.
14.
18.
Hey! So in the first bout, back and forth, but you are able to get him down quick. And he says, I'm going easy on you. 3, 2, 1, roll. Oh shit, roll.
Fuck.
Oh shit.
Fuck.
23.
No shot. I rolled 10.
He fucking slams you onto the thing. The table actually dents a little bit as your knuckles slam into the table. And,
Alright, then I was just joking about you not being able to do anything. I was just switching. Relax there.
He chuckles. He says, "Oh, if I weren't tied up in this war, I would have beacon a day." And roll again. 3, 2, 1, go.
Fuck, dude. I rolled a 7.
21.
Jeez.
Boom!
You have
again.
inspiration from writing.
Yeah, you have inspiration. You guys could use spells too. I don't give a shit.
I don't have a spell for augmenting strength, and also Auburn wouldn't. Yeah. Oh, that was a good one. I felt that.
2-1, little human.
That's all I
Are you
am.
prepared to go the distance?
Always. I could do this all day.
Then why don't we
Just
make
for-
this a real
different-
test of strength?
In a different context, that would be very different
I know.
talk.
I know.
I just say that to her. Hey,
What if we do a different test of strength?
I'm listening.
Form a circle! And everybody forms a circle, and whoever can toss each other outside of the circle.
All right.
And he fucking tosses the table into the crowd, and the crowd's like, "Oh shit!" And then the other way, and then they form back the circle.
I'm
And then
like,
there's, like
I'm
cheering.
unbuttoning my shirt, and then I just toss my shirt aside.
There's betting is starting. You know, people are like, you know, putting their coins down and you know, cheering and laughing about the whole thing. He
And
says,
then
yeah.
wait, as I take off my shirt and some of the betting's happening, I'm gonna lean down to the one person closest that's like taking bets. I'm gonna say 20 gold on me losing, please. And I'm gonna hand him 20 gold.
That's right, 20 gold on the loser. 20.
I sent you a message, Mystic.
Yeah. Oh, sure. All right. And you're getting, depending on who you're betting for, you're getting either 3-to-1 odds or 1-to-3. Right. So, all right. Well, let's say 1-to-4 because that's a nice even number. Yeah. All right. So, this is like combat. All right.
Okay.
So, just roll initiative. Boom.
13.
He got a 12, so you go
Oh,
first.
nice. I think I'm just gonna go for the grapple, right? I'm
right.
just gonna go for the grapple and just try to like get good leverage on him. So that's athletics.
Yes.
Okay, let's see. Don't fail me now. 21.
You got a 24.
Damn.
He rolled a 19.
Slippery fuck.
He's a strong fuck.
Yeah.
So the way this will work, if you get the grapple on him, you will have advantage to around and do shit.
Okay.
If he gets the grapple on you, same
Yep.
thing.
Yep.
Okay. All right. He attempts to grapple you.
Okay. Contesting
Ooh.
athletics. Dirty 20.
He rolled an 11.
Let's go.
Technically, his athletics should be higher, but it doesn't matter. He still rolled very low. You slip out of the way and kind of like push him to the side. His feathers, like a couple, the paint that he uses to paint his feathers, kind of smears across your face in kind of a cool like warrior's, I don't know, face covering, I guess.
Right,
Smear. Right. The crowd is like, whoa! And then
How wide is the circle?
the circle is 15 feet wide.
15 feet wide. Okay.
15-foot radius. And
Okay.
you guys started in the middle, so.
Yep, I figured. Okay.
All right, your turn.
Okay. Trying to grab him again. Please go well. Fuck, dude, a 10.
A 10. He rolled a 21. Gets out of the way.
It's a good back and forth, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. He goes for you. He rolls a natural 1. If you
14.
roll not a 1, you turn it around on him, and you get him into a full Nelson, and he is now grappled. So now it's your turn, and you have him in the grapple.
And while I'm grappling somebody, I can move up to half my movement, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm gonna move all my movement all the way to the edge.
Right.
And I'm just gonna pivot him into the crowd, like out of the circle.
Yeah, go ahead and try. It's a strength check. With advantage. Because
thank God. I rolled a 1. 24.
Oh shit! He rolled a 21.
Let's go, baby.
Let's fucking go! For the second time, a clearly stronger opponent, you having, just the fresh experience of battle, not sitting idly, pointing fingers and telling people where to go. He's been the head. He's been telling houses how to fight, where to fight, and what to do. He hasn't been on a battlefield in a while. He doesn't know the struggle, or at least he isn't as familiar with it anymore. But you, fresh off of a victory against Redbeak, fresh off of the adulation of the crowd and all the people that have cheered you on in the past day, you say, you know what? Fuck you. And you bust him out of the thing and lose 20 gold, bitch!
Yeah, it's fine. What the sequence is going to look like, too, from that failed athletics that he had that allowed me to counter-grapple, is just a quick kind of, swivel side, and then I would like to imagine it happens fast enough. He doesn't know that he's being moved to the edge, and then I flip him into the, outside the circle, but
Sure.
he lands on his feet, and he doesn't realize he's standing on the edge, and I'm looking at him, and he's looking at me.
And then he's like, what? Shit! And he's like, you are worthy of this title, champion of this war. You and your friends, they might not be strong, but their will, if matched by your strength, well, you have quite a fantastic trio.
And I'm just gonna stand up straight and return the bow that I've seen them all give each other. I'm gonna nice and low, and when I stand up, and I'm just gonna say, and I'm only just a wizard. You want to see what a bear can do.
And he says, well fought. And he bows as well. Very low, considering how tall he is. And everybody grabs you and roll a contested grapple check against the crowd.
Could I choose to fail?
You can choose to fail. You fail, and you are tossed up into the air.
Wait, remember, I can't fly. Mind your talents.
They throw you off the edge. No,
again. I can't stand the fall.
Prickly. It's a little prickly from the talents, but it's all good. And you're all having a good laugh. Meanwhile, at the edge of the crowd, there begins the formation of another crowd. One a little lither, a little quicker, a little bit more agile, one might say. And you see them start lining up to do the tried and true old school course that was never taken down from before the war even started. But the last race was won by Cameron Ebendale long ago, long before this war started. And it's been many, many years, 3 years now, where people have gazed out into the fog and seen the ring, and that is one of the points in history that they look and they think, I want this to happen again. I want to be able to fly through these hoops compete with my friends, maybe win a token or a prize, or bring some honor to my family, or whatever group that I'm flying for. And it was little twinges of hope like that kept people fighting, kept people praying for some solution to this war, some end. And now, one of the competitors, herself, who brought the end of this war, is going to be one of the first to fly through the hoops and do her times. So, Rhea Ebonnale, you find yourself at the edge, just a few minutes after Oberyn and all of the rest were, cheered and brought through the area, and now the entire crowd is a little bit more quiet, waiting for the first race in over 3 years. Along the side, you see. Sorry, I just realized that Shinji did not participate in the.
He got his ass kicked by Moko.
Yeah, he got his ass kicked by Moko.
Yeah, that's why Moko finished third. He finished like fifth or something. Shinji, because he lost to Moko.
So Shinji, trying to get his pride back, decides to go in and win the next contest. And,
also, can I say I'm getting like Quidditch vibes from this? It's kind of cool.
It is like that in like the way that the rings look.
Yeah.
Definitely. And you line up. There's Shinji. There's a couple random people, and your mother actually lines up as well. Never was able to beat your father, but she always competed anyway. All told, maybe 10 folk, Aarakocra and Alfolk combined, who want to participate in the course, and you listen as the orator, who will be kind of like magic mouthing this he follows behind, right? He's like a pace car almost, or a following car, and he'll be narrating the turns and sweeps and the fighting that's going on inside this race. And he begins by explaining the rules. Each competitor must go through each of the rings in turn, in order, obviously, basic stuff. The first competitor through the final ring, and to land with both all their talons on the place where they took off from. This ledge right here will be declared the winner. There is fighting allowed. There is magic allowed. There is every sort of craziness allowed in this race. But you cannot like grievously injure anyone. Like, exploding somebody with a little firebolt, like making them, oh shit, good. Exploding somebody with a fireball, maybe not so good. So just be aware.
Is Auburn's gonna lean down to like Aarakocra or owl folk right next to him. Is audience participation allowed? Do you know?
It's frowned upon.
Frowned upon. Got it. Yeah.
And the magic mouth, this kind of like orb that's in the style of a large kind of like wah 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 like Mouth of Sauron, but not gross. Styling, it's shouting out, and yes, our competitors indeed will be braving the ominous fog, which we all know carries in it rats from the underworld. Like, oh. So, if any of our competitors are knocked unconscious or otherwise fall down below, please feel free to rescue them yourselves or cheer them on in some way. I'm not gonna go get him, but you can. And he says, now, to begin the flight, can we get a countdown from 3? And then the crowd goes, 3, 2, 1, go! There are 10 rings. You're speeding. You swoop off and begin speeding your way towards the first. Roll initiative. I'm gonna write some stuff.
21.
Down. No shit.
I'm ready.
Here comes all of your tides of chaos and all the mayhem you're gonna cause.
Yeah.
Confusion centered on yourself, and everybody just stops.
They all fall. I have 8 sorcery. Do bend luck 4 times.
Hell yeah.
Sorry, just let me write some stuff down. All right, so there are 3 Elfolk, 4 Era Cochrane, your mother, and Shinji that are there competing.
The math. Yeah.
Yeah.
Checks out.
You rolled a 21. Holy shit. Shinji rolled a natural 20, and he is a monk, so...
You don't even see him take off, you just see him ahead of you.
Whoa! One of the Elfolk rolled a natural 20. So they matched you, Rhea. All right. Now. Okay. Now, Shinji, yeah, it's like a blur of these beautiful pink and blue robes. It's like, sting! Like freaking automatic transmission, you know, Goku just appears 20 feet and he just starts going. But he is simply going to keep going forward. If you choose to simply go forward, you will reach each ring in turn without unless something else happens to you. But if you would like to do something else during that turn, then you get halfway to a ring. Does that make sense? Okay. So Shinji just speeds forward towards the ring. Rhea, it is your turn.
Starting out, I would speed forward as well.
Okay. The Elfolk is also going to speed forward. So I'm just going to add the rings towards you. An Era Cochrane speeds forward as well. Actually, everybody not wanting to tempt fate with a magic spell too quickly or violence too quickly. They all speed towards the ring. You all make it to the ring, more or less, you know, like within milliseconds of each other. You know, shink, 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 shink. And it's, you're just right past. And no violence yet, but the competitors are neck and neck. We'll have to see something going crazy soon, ladies and gentlemen. And, it is Shinji's turn. He's just going to speed forward. He's got his eye on the prize right now. All right. It is your turn.
So you're saying there's 10 rings?
There are 10
and
rings.
We're through 2? Or through the first one heading to the second?
Yeah,
And each ring takes about 6 seconds to get to.
that is correct.
Casting a spell takes so 3 seconds.
Sure.
I'm gonna cast haste on myself.
Hell yeah. All right, you cast
It lasts
haste.
for 1 minute.
Oh yeah. Nice. Good math, dude. All right, you can now go a ring and a half. Because is your speed doubled while you're hasted?
Yes.
It is.
Yeah, it's doubled, and I get an extra act.
So
Yeah.
we're gonna say for the sake of it that your speed is doubled. You could go 2 rings if you choose to do that, or
Right, but I'm half a ring behind.
Or you could go 1 ring and do something else. That make sense? Okay, cool.
Yep.
So you cast haste on yourself. You now get another action. Would you like to go to a ring?
Yeah, I'm gonna just fly by.
2.5? Okay. Alright. Shinji sees you past him, and for a split second you give him the angry Luigi look as you kind of by. You're flying through, familiar to you places, right? You've seen these rings your whole life, and you've flown through them several times. And Shinji is really well to it, as I think maybe before your time he did so as well, at some point. But you see a look in his face of understanding. Oh, this is how we're going to play it. And all right, so the Owlfolk, he sees you cast a spell and just fucking zoom, and he is going to also cast a spell, and he is going to target 2 Aarakocrans in front of him, because he's using Twin Spell to firebolt both of them. And let's roll the hit. That's not so good. That's much better.
Is he targeting me?
Aarakocran. No, just
okay.
Just some random Aarakocrans. For right, 1 Aarakocran is not able to advance this round, but another one misses. So he's 1.5. Boom, boom, boom. And then your mom is keeping up with Shinji, a little bit behind him, right? But she's doing your family proud, you and her together. On the next turn, Shinji, who not as fast as you, but does some weird monk shit through the power of meditative breathing or some monk thing. Monks, they're weird.
Damn monks.
He, from behind him, sprout energy arms that attempt to grapple you, to kind of slow you down, and you both, as he attempts to do so, you both kind of tumble for a moment, just carrying your momentum forward. Go ahead and make a strength or athletics or acrobatics check to against his strength, which is not very good, I will tell you.
I am going to bend luck. Second. 1d. 14.
Okay.
He rolled a 6.
Okay.
So, what happens after you bend luck?
My turn, or just what happened?
Oh, I thought, doesn't bend luck cause a
No, not this.
No, okay.
Yeah, bend luck is the one where you consume sorcery points, and it's Tides
Right.
of Chaos, where I think you just get
Yeah.
to re-roll or something.
Right.
That's the one that makes you roll.
All right. Well, Shinji has failed and only is now caught up to you. But here you are, He was only
Here I
able to
am.
get half away. So it's your turn.
Oh, what do I do? So, I'm still half ahead of him, right? Or half behind him?
No, you're even now.
Oh, we're even?
Yeah.
Oh, do I try to...
You're both at 2.5.
Do I try to fuck with him, or... Ooh. I'm
Uh-huh.
contemplating this in my head. Since we are even, I'm going to look at him and I'm going to wink and point to Talon and do Ray of Frost.
Nice. Yeah, rolled a hit.
And I will use Tides of Chaos, which first cast does nothing. I just have advantage on it.
Nice.
It's when I try to reuse it that wild magic goes a little berserk. So Ray of Frost with advantage. This is a 21 hit.
Fuck yeah, it hits. So his speed is reduced by half.
By 10.
By 10. Sorry.
It's
Half.
not that crazy.
Okay,
All right.
who gives a fuck? And his spiritual arms kind of slip off of you as you air, and your talon flicks, pew, kind of like this backwards fucking burning thing, kind of actions. Gundam's on my mind right now. Everybody in chat play Gundam Evolutions. Anyway, and you hit him right in the fucking face. Just blast of cold air and ice hitting him, and you could see he's starting to like freeze. But you are able to do that, and now you could move one full space because you're hasted.
Yep.
So you are at 3.5. And our first competitor gets to the third ring. We're third. Amazing. Oh, shit. Can you guys hear that when I'm doing that?
So it cuts out every once in a while.
Yeah.
Our amazing acrobatic display in aerial craziness has only just begun. Will Shinji, the defected Aarakocra fellow, bring back first place? I'm not a.
Is there a commentator box?
So the commentator is actually out with them, and you
Okay.
can't see them. But there's a magic mouth box.
Sure, because I was planning, like, if there was a box, I was like, all right, get over it, you don't do this, right? And then I was just going to take over, but if I'm not...
Yeah,
I can't find stuff.
if you want to, yeah, you can find a fucking table. There's a table, right next to everyone.
All right, Mr. Comte, you're not doing this right. As we see both of our lead Aarakocra display their aerial supremacy, Rhea Avondale manages to take the lead by blasting down Shinji with a blast of cold air, slowing him down dramatically. Pulling up behind him is, what was her name? Major Brianna. We wait to see what happens next as the Alpha and the Aarakocra lead behind them and fight amongst each other. Cass, get in here.
What?
He needs
I was
a
getting
color
some food.
commentator.
Yeah, he needs a color. Exactly.
I was getting some food.
Sit down with me. Sit down right here. You're gonna do some commentary. It seems a little bit boring.
Okay.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Look at him go.
And now, spells are beginning to fly. You have a 1 in 10 chance of getting targeted for a spell. You have that 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So,
Jesus.
what
First
would
place curse, man.
what would your two numbers, preferably next to each other? What would you like that to be?
We'll do 3 and 4.
3 and 4. Okay, no. 4. Nope. Okay, so one wizard is going to attempt to hit you with it. That is a 15 to hit.
Shield.
Yeah, nice.
Does that because haste also gives you +1 to AC?
Oh, it does.
Sorry,
it
+2.
means it.
+2.
Oh, +2?
Gives plus
Yeah.
two?
That gives me 16.
Yes.
Hell yeah! So he misses.
What was the spell?
Just a firebolt, just off the talon,
I
trying
just
to
manage. I hear it coming behind me, sizzling the air, and I just swoop to the side as it flies right past me.
Grab a nail,
Yeah,
sensing
and
the
it's
presence of magic behind her, deftly maneuvers to the side. Oh, what an exciting battle.
Man, she's so good at dodging.
and it's like because the course kind of looped back in on itself, like the people
guys.
on last are now like coming up almost like maybe 30 or 40 feet to your left side as you're going past. So yeah, you're 3.5. Let's see, the other 4 are going to hit. Let's do 10 here.
Cascade.
Actually, that's how I'm going to do it. You don't have to choose a number anymore. I'm going to be not an idiot.
Can I make an observation?
Yeah.
Do you guys remember the Phantom Menace? There was a scene in the Phantom Menace where there's pod racing.
Yes.
And I just kind of imagine where the
this
guy
is
is.
real racing.
Yeah, look at him go. They're so fast.
Randomly
And furious.
coming up to the first turn. First turn, and then on to the second turn, and then on to the final stretch. She keeps a hefty lead. Will Shinji manage to close the gap? Pulling out his spectral astral arms, weird monk shit doing his thing. Doesn't seem like he's able to grasp it properly. Oh, we're in for a doozy, gentlemen.
And the
ladies
people,
and boys.
and the people in the back seem to be chewing each other apart as one wizard, one Aarakocra battles the other, and owl folk are turning on their own kin.
That's
And,
right, Steve. It's just like the wars that ended.
Oh my god.
One might say that a lot of unbridled frustrations are being let loose in this little...
You're funny.
Man, I'm gonna have to step in unless they calm down. Friend.
All right. Shinji, now far behind, maybe not far behind, but, behind, is going to catch up with you, and that's all he can do for the turn. He is determined to keep it at least even with you. Go ahead, Rhea.
And seeing him behind me, not trying anything, I laugh and spread my wings as far as I can and dive towards the next ring and flap as fast as I can coming out of it and doing 2 rings.
Nice. Boom, boom.
Pretty sure that's the sound of the sonic barrier breaking there. Do you all know what the sonic barrier is? You wouldn't know, but you just learned because of Rhea. Let's go.
Rack.
She is the first one to hit 5 halfway through the race. Bree.
I always knew it.
Bree matches up with Shinji after his debacle, and seeing her daughter in front of her, the look in her eyes of pride and happiness, and that little tinge of sadness, the memory of late husband, touches her mind. She looks at Shinji and says, "All right, you're getting the brunt of it." And she just fucking wails. And just, she's gonna roll a hit.
Major Brianna's opened up tactical warfare options against Shinji for taking an...
She rolls a 20, and definitely hits the shit out of him. He tries to deftly dodge, but she locks him right on the jaw and says, "Nobody's taking this away from the Ebon Nails!" And, yeah. Shinji is having a rough time. In third place.
Well, like Eben fails.
We're doing good though.
All right, yeah, Eben now.
Woo! Yeah. Sorry, hot in my room. Gotta open up the door. Hello, kitty boy. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. ADHD time. I need to pet my kitty. A brief intermission, folks. As a random Aarakocra comes by and he has a cat on, and he kind of like does a dance.
Tabaxi?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Tabaxi walks through the crowd. I haven't seen Tabaxi.
I have
As a
wares if you have coin.
As the Aarakocra and the Alfolk fight to maintain any kind of lead at the back, Brianna makes her way up to second place and beats the shit out of Shinji. You'll see that. It was kind of fucking wild. While Rhea makes her way up to the halfway mark, and we're on to the final stretch here, folks. Let's see what happens next.
Let's see how that decision works out for him.
That was a bold move there, Cascade.
Moves it out. What's awesome.
Okay.
How about we're just waiting on the next turn?
Delicious. Yes. All right. So, let's see. Seeing how far ahead you are, many of the wizards are going to target you.
Oh, yeah.
All, 3 of them out of the 4. One rolls a fucking 9. The other rolls a 19.
Shield.
Boom. The last one rolls a 14. All right. You are able to deftly dodge all of these. Like, there's Ray of Frost, there's Ray of Sickness, and a Firebolt. And you're kind of like twisting and turning through these, reaching beams of arcane energy of various colors. And the crowd is awed by your majesty as you're coming in, kind of like you come back and you go underneath, and they're like kind of rushing to the other side, and they're just seeing you dodge these shots as it's happening.
Can I flavor the shield here?
Sure.
So as I'm diving down to this tunnel that, splits the crowd there that you're talking about, one of the shots does hit me, but it obviously hits my shield, and just a spark of fire shoots out from me as I'm exiting this tunnel.
Nice.
And so behind me, just a big fire trail.
Yeah, fire trail and smoke just.
My goodness,
right.
Cascade, in all my years of commenting for this sport, I've never seen anybody dance and dip through the air with such grace and beauty. And
when did you go to these games before? Why didn't you invite me?
We really want to talk about that now.
Uh-huh.
Our friends out there racing.
All right. How'd that decision work out?
I think it worked out quite beautifully.
And now...
Go to the concessions, everyone!
Let's all go to the lobby. Now that Brianna has kind of knocked Shinji, a cold cock, several of the regular Aarakocra, unhindered thus far, and only kind of like moving forward, have actually gone ahead of Shinji and Bree. So they're doing pretty good. They're 4.
So they're Peter Griffin and the chicken just fighting while everyone else is just living their life.
Exactly. All right. Shinji is going to try his best to just get the fuck away from your mother, and he is going to pop. There's a monk feat.
Step of the wind.
Step of the wind, and he is also going to get 2 movement action.
Can you activate Step of the Wind when you're not walking?
He's stepping off the wind.
I'm just joking.
So he is now once again even with you, but it is now your turn.
A valiant effort from Shinji as he managed to close the gap between him and Rhea, but
he's even with me.
Yeah, even.
But he can't do anything, right?
Yeah, he can't do anything.
So seeing this, I'm going to redouble my effort. Like, I know I'm hasted right now. I don't have much more time. Yeah. So if he's not attacking me, I'm just going to try to keep it up. And again, I may have slowed down a little bit, not really cocky, but not exerting myself as much. And then seeing him come up behind me, I redouble my effort and I'll hit another 2. And that puts me at what?
That puts you at 7.5. Your mom attempts to catch up a little bit, but is not quite there.
Keep thinking you're making a joke about someone's mom, but then you're just referring to a person. You're like, your mom is catching up
Your
pretty
mom.
well.
It's neck and neck here on this final stretch as Rhea manages to break away from Shinji, who managed to even up to just briefly. But Rhea breaks away, and she's almost
you
there.
broke away from your mom. I mean,
Right, we're talking
mom.
to the crowd here, Cascade. We're not talking. We're talking to the crowd.
Oh, them?
Yeah, we're talking to the crowd. We're not talking to
I
Rhea.
wondered why we were sitting here.
Yeah!
Yeah!
There's like chuckles in the crowd. I want both of you to check.
Performance.
Yeah.
I don't know how charismatic I am.
10. Just, nice and even. Like, nothing too great, nothing too
18?
terrible.
Unmodified,
Yeah.
plus 0.
So everybody's like good with your commentary, but then whenever Cascade makes a gaffe, they're just cracking up. They're just having a great time.
It's the alcohol.
All right. Several of the. I'm just gonna make it easy. They're almost there. Is Shinji's turn? Can you do step of the wind lasts like a minute, doesn't it?
No, it's a use a key point, and it's a bonus action that gives you something extra. Yeah.
So he's gonna do that again. And once again, he's even with you, and he kind of stares into your eyes, and his like arcane hands letting off little tendrils of light. Okay. Letting off little tendrils of light as in like streams as you both zoom forward, but you are just that much faster. It's your turn.
Ooh, 7.5. I am going to I don't know if I want to do this. I'm going to go 2 more. I'm going to get to 9.5.
Okay.
And I'm going to see victory right ahead.
Almost
Pending
there.
any issues.
So you're basically at the final ring, and you do have to land on the platform. But it has you do have another turn.
Yeah.
Of your haste, if you so desire.
Rhea breaks away from Shinji's valiant efforts as Brianna continues to pull up the lead into third place. Whatever does she have in store for us? Is she going to continue to defend her daughter's honor?
And she doesn't. She sees that you're squarely in the lead, and she's just trying to finish at a decent spot, and all the rest of the people are fucking fighting amongst each other so badly. Some are going to 2 are going to take shots at you, and 2 are going to take shots at Shinji. That is an 18 to hit.
I hate to do it, but I have to shield.
Oh.
All right.
Oh, whoa. Oh, I gotta roll this shit.
Wait,
You
what?
can't participate. Get out of here.
Subtract
No, get
6.
out of
It's
here.
not a spell.
Yeah, it's a spell.
It's a class feature that doesn't have verbal or somatic or material components.
Oh, you're
He
talking about
thinks
your thing. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna
okay.
be like, oh yeah.
Nice.
It's distracting him.
Another one, a 21 to hit.
That puts me at 21. Ah, shit.
No more.
It's going to hit.
Yeah.
It beats.
Except for bad luck.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
no. Nope, I use shield. That's my reaction. Never mind.
You
No.
didn't use shield.
I used my thing and it
Glenn.
didn't even hit you.
Well,
Yeah,
no.
so-
If I use
So he used wheel or woe, whatever, to
right, will
take down
Ben
that.
Luck will only give me force. I need that plus shield.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So,
Gotcha.
Oh.
All right. So, let's see here. So there's Ray of Frost, Firebolt, and Ray of Sickness. Ray of Sickness being the worst for your progress. Let's see. Roll a d6 and tell me the number.
oh god. 3.
A 3. All right. You get Firebolted. Easy as, not a big deal. You lose one tick of progress. Technically, so like while you're so you're currently at 8.5, so you could still make it.
As Rhea manages to pull away from Shinji having caught up with her with his astral arms, she gets clipped by a firebolt, but manages to stabilize herself. What will she do now? Any thoughts, Cascade? Wait, I think so too. Yeah.
And then both miss Shinji as well. All right, it is Shinji's turn. He's going to just fucking step of the wind, and he is at 8.5, I believe. Yeah. Wait, no, he's at 9.5. He's at 9.5. He's right on the precipice of getting there. He actually passes by you as you get clipped by that firebolt, and he says, "Ha ha! I finally have you!" And he gets past, and it is your turn.
So I'm at 8.5.
Hmm.
How much does it cost to cast something?
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to make it to the thing.
All right,
If,
I'm gonna go then. As soon as I see him pass me, I squawk and so I can flap as fast as I can and try to land on the platform.
I need you, as haste falls off of you, just as you touch the platform, I need you to make a Constitution saving.
Constitution?
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, alright.
Shinji manages to get a little bit
And
of
I'm
a
going
sneak
to use my reaction to bend luck as well.
a break on Rhea, but Rhea manages to deftly make her way past through the final hoop and onto the platform.
16.
Does she stick the landing?
16. You, through the nausea, lethargy, and magic, like kind of just slowness brought onto you by the haste spell, you are able to land.
And she sticks the
on
landing.
platform. You kind of look like for a few seconds, and everybody is moving in hyperspeed as they run towards you and start lifting you up. No, they're in hyperspeed, so they're going really, really fast.
As
Lord
soon as,
Fitzroy comes in through, landing in second, and Brianna Ebonnail lands in third.
as soon as they announce that
incredible.
I'm the winner, I just collapse.
I don't even know if I'm authorized to announce that winner, but it is incredible, ladies and gentlemen. I've never seen aerial maneuvering like this in all my years of commenting this sport and being here in service.
And then the
to you all.
commentator who's actually commentating lands, and he's like, "What the hell is going on?"
Don't worry
That's my
about it.
job.
Come on down, Papa Squad. You can take over now.
Take over. And there's some shenanigans ensuing on the commentator's podium. You actually hear
Technical
him
difficulties,
complaining.
folks. We'll be right back.
You hear him complaining over, and he's like talking like, "Good job." But you are successful. You win the first race since the beginning of the war.
If I didn't get hit by that firebolt, I was going to cast a spell with wild magic and see what happened. But I wanted to win more than I wanted to have fun.
Your mom comes up to you and she says, "It's good good to see you have earned your father's speed and spirit. It's worn off by the lethargy. But yeah, you're pretty static.
Thank you. Thank you.
Got to work on that endurance, though.
Yes. It was more than I was expecting. And then I'm going to turn to Shigetsu, and you put up quite a fight.
And yeah, Shinji walks up and he.
Oh, Shinji, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm confused.
He says, "Your mother gave me quite the punch in the face."
I saw. I don't think I would have won without it. But those are the rules.
Indeed they are. And working together always brings better results, certainly.
Yes, you seem to have some extra help with you as well. Does he still have the arms up?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Oh, these, they're just manifestation of my astral self deal.
All right. I promise I won't do that again. Rhea, congratulations.
Oh, for two, Shingy!
Why didn't you join?
Be nice, Cascade.
Listen, it's a playful banter. Obviously, he could destroy me in either of those things. Which one of them he did? High five, Rhea!
And I, half-heartedly raise a talon and just slap it.
Yeah. Fast.
I think it's time for drinks.
They're on me, Shinji says, and he kind of he removes one of his coats, like one side of his kimono, revealing kind of like that wrap underneath that fighters tend to have, and he says, "It's time," and drink, and for the rest of the day, I'll say, you all get fucking plastered, have a good time, and are able to celebrate your newfound place as champions of the War of Shroudmore.
At some point during the festivities, I talked to them about, well, it's good to hear covering the drinks. I'm 100 gold poor. I'm sorry, Opera, and I underestimated you.
I underestimated myself. I was money too.
That 100 gold hammered.
I'm betting against myself too, Kath.
I thought I could make a quick 30 gold, but...
Whoa, guys!
40 gold. 25.
I never thought I'd see this. Obby Wobby Poo is more inebriated than I am.
Was it too?
Well, to be fair, Amelia's drinking too, and they've been non-stop challenging each other.
A cloak of displacement. Oh,
where'd you get that?
I've always had it.
Oh,
sick. And he actually does have a cloak of displacement on him that was lent to him by Lord Shingitsu for the festivities for the night.
Oh, there's two of
shivering.
Whoa.
Yeah, he's just shivering back and forth.
If Amelia challenged you to a drinking contest, would you participate?
That's how I got to this point. I'm not even going to challenge that. I just failed.
No cap.
I just failed. I'm just going to take that as a failure. Auburn, because he's typically, he likes to drink, but he can't hold a lot. Because he's usually spending a lot of time fighting. There's not been fighting in the taverns here, so he hasn't had a chance to burn it off. So there's no cycle to keep him going, so he's just been drinking.
When people get too close to your ear, and it's really close and really familiar.
Yeah, you're doing that right now to me.
Yeah, I'm doing that right now. Bobby,
just
tell her how you feel. Okay. Bye.
Brianna,
if you'd like to leave a message.
She looks over and she says, "Oh."
Thank you for saving us.
No problem. I thank you for saving us, I suppose.
She's surprisingly sober for drinking you under the table.
Oh, it's nothing. This is a standard soldier's night. And she looks totally sober. Stone cold sober. cat, please. You guys, if you'd like to do a drinking game, you feel free to do that. I'm gonna get.
Auburn's
Oh!
going to fail even if we do. Like Auburn's just out, and somebody's gonna have to like carry him back to his bunker. And you're gonna see him like casting random spells on himself too. He's gonna be like, "Look what I could do," and then he's gonna cast invisibility on himself.
I wanted to.
I can't see invisibility on myself, so I can see.
I wanted to do that for the race, but I would have lost concentration on haste.
Yeah.
That would have been bad.
I don't.
That was a good race, Rhea. You were fast. You cast spells.
I wasn't going to until I saw him completely surpass me. There was no way I could win on my feathers alone.
Oh, what a good day. Haven't been at a proper drinking thing in weeks.
The drinking thing.
Yeah, it's a thing where you go and you drink. Like what we're doing now.
Since we've caught you, literally.
Something like that.
Yeah. Is there anything
I make
else
smoke
that
monsters with my
people are
pipe of
awed
smoke monsters.
and cheer them on?
I show them above ground monsters so they can see what some of them look like.
Oh, cool. They're fascinated.
Yeah.
Well, they are above ground, but you mean above
Yeah,
the
like-
fog?
Yeah. Above the cloud line. Yeah.
Yeah.
In the center.
And I will say that, like, drakes and wyverns are kind of common up top as, like, pests to trade ships. So it's like you guys have all seen those kinds of things, either depicted or, flying in the distance before. They're pretty common, but down here, they're not common at all. So
Flying reptiles.
But if you guys would like to do anything else, let me know. But that will be the end of the day. Besides, you wake up a little bit hungover, but having had a great time, and the world is your oyster.
My mushy boy is on my face.
Indeed, he's about he started off about this big. He's about this big now.
Like sleeps in my eye socket.
Yeah.
Water.
I got you. I just create water above his face and just there you go. And then I just drop the rest on his face so he wakes. There you go.
I'm up.
Yeah.
Morning.
Hi.
Hey.
And a much more hungover version of what you saw yesterday ensues. A lot slower paced. Takes a lot longer.
Why are you guys moving so slow?
We're a little.
Is Rhea hungover too?
Maybe not hungover, but that just like a bit slower feeling when you drink a little bit too much. You're not hungover, maybe a little nauseous, but not lost.
Yeah.
Or down to Stone Sheet it is today, eh?
Oh, right. Yeah. Why are we going there?
I think I just want to get just a few more things ready before we make our way up. We gotta go talk to Shiori too to see if we can find us a way back up.
Passage. For our return tour.
Yeah, exactly. And we also need to go down to Stone Sheet to see if we can find you, and I'm pointing at Rhea, a way to disguise yourself freely.
Can you do that?
I mean,
no.
You just gotta find the spell scroll.
Feathers.
Disguise
Spell
self,
scroll,
right?
But something, I feel like if we could find somebody who could work that into an item, that'd be just a little bit more accessible on a daily thing, rather than having us worry about recasting it or working through somebody dispelling it. I just figure an item might just be easier to contain it.
As you're kind of discussing all of this jazz, Shinjuku. Wait, fuck. Shingetsu. Fucking god damn it. I should not have done this.
You named them.
I know. I'm bad, dude. I'm telling you. I'm bad with names in real life, let alone made up names that I create. Shingetsu walks in with Brianna to the barracks, and you all are kind of just lounging about, waiting to start your journey, and they come over and they say, it is important for the two cities to give you something in return for your service, besides just a parade and music and entertainment. And Brianna says, yes, we would like to present you with, a chance. Sorry, I was thinking I was going to go one way with this, and I'm not going to go that way. We would like to present you with a small sum of coin that should be able to tide over your adventures and help you journeys in the sky above, as well as the world. And inside of a pretty big, substantial packed coin purse, there are 500. The coins are silvery, but they're silver.
You're breaking up.
These coins are silvery in color, 500 of them, but they are not silver.
I'm fucking sorry.
500 platinum?
That is correct.
Excuse me, Lord Shigetsu, Major Eben.
Huh?
This is. You gave us platinum by mistake.
Yeah. Okay with silver.
Oh, no mistake. No mistake whatsoever. It is a small portion of my wealth.
Cass, do you know how many spells I could get with this?
I don't know how many spells could you get with this. I was thinking how many people could we feed, but spells are good.
No, I say that in jest. No,
was that
I'm gonna put that
mystic or
no? I think it was just total. That's the pot. And I'm gonna put that down, and I'm gonna stand up and bow, and then shake Brianna's hand and not know what to say and just say thank you. That's quite generous. Yeah. I've never seen this spell in my life.
It's a lot.
Hopefully that
wonderful.
spends up in the Sky City.
Okay, yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've never
you've never fucked platinum piece in your life.
Yeah, it's like I've seen it maybe, but definitely never ever had or used it.
It's easier for us to manage our accounts in gold, but we'll take that. Yeah, we use platinum. It's not a big deal.
It might draw a few eyes, though. This is it's okay. I think it's wonderful. What a just fantastic, out of the park.
I say thank you. Amelia says
Lord
thank you.
Shingetsu.
Random Order says thank you. Thaw says thank you.
Wait,
I don't know how to thank people very well. Sorry.
You're saying those are platinum pieces?
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No.
I should go save cities. What the fuck am I doing with my life?
Well, maybe don't break so many ribs and then just stay out of commission for so long. Have you thought about that?
You owe me dinner for the next year.
That's not a problem.
And Shingetsu kind of looks at all of you and he says, we know it is an extravagant gift, but nothing is worth more than the lives of our people, and nothing to me is worth more than the honor of my daughter. So I am glad to pay it.
I'm happy we were able to play a part in the resolution of things.
apart. Oddly humble for a loudmouth like yourself.
It's not about being humble, but really it was just a series of chance events more so than anything else, and no matter how big or small of a part we played, we still played a part and in helping a city get back to what it wanted to get back to.
Racing and arm wrestling.
It'll take time to reestablish, to get everyone acclimated again to each other, but I think that is going to be time well spent. And
I agree.
Surely the trade routes will begin opening again to the other cities, so if you ever need any information about things like that...
And you'll keep an eye out below for us?
Of course. We are interested in this Queen Mixtrix.
Well, actually, Rhea, I know that you proposed, you had a whole proposition, and you probably talked with your mother, but we are headed down to Stoneshire now. If you wanted to send somebody with us, we could make the introduction today or tomorrow whenever we arrive.
I think we need more time.
Sure.
To prepare that.
Just figure that off, but yeah.
The first impression is the most important, as they say.
Absolutely.
So, we want to make sure that put our best claw forward.
Right. Well, thank you. We're now bound for Stoneshire, then we're going to go up and save another city.
We had your packs filled, correct, Brianna? Yes, all your packs are filled and provisioned completely. Standard Explorer's pack stuff, what you normally have.
Did we ever name the random order guy? Did we just call him Greg or something, or Gary?
Oh, wait.
Because there was another order of the scribe, the other random person who survived, and we
never named him.
Yeah. All right, Greg, Amelia, you're about to get a sight like you've never seen before. We're going down into the Underdark.
Oh yeah. All right. And he just kind of looks around. Yeah, I forgot. Greg is still alive.
Yeah.
Why did I not just kill him?
Can his last name be... Can it just be Ben Stiller as an Fokker? Ben Stiller. He's just Greg Fokker.
Sure. But he's a human. He's a human.
Flocker!
Oh, not a human.
Yeah, Greg's a human. He was with you on disc.
Yeah, he's one of the ones that we got pushed over with, and he's the other one that survived.
We have a Tabaxi friend, Greg. Could you milk him?
Okay. All right. So, you begin on your journey downward. For the sake of ease, Greg dies on the way down. No, just kidding.
He's he's our version. If you're at all familiar with the Gears of War series, he's our version of Carmine.
He's Carmine. No, he doesn't die on the way. I do want you, one of you, whoever decides amongst you, to roll just a natural 20, a destiny die, to see if you get a nat 20.
I think
on the way down.
Cascade should, because we got to do the content.
Sure, yeah, Cascade.
Oh, that's true, yeah. Yeah, I'm okay with that, Eddie.
Destiny is in my hands.
Which is honestly apt for Cascade.
Has to be a nat 20 or it means nothing?
Mm-hmm.
What does a 1 mean?
So Marcus, the insane rat, behemoth, he assaults you. Yeah, no, Greg does die. He is killed by Marcus on the way down. And it is
Greg valiantly gives his life for it.
Yeah.
Go on without me.
Yeah, he gives his life for the.
And we're just kind of we're just walking
always
the distance
remember
too.
Yeah,
he went out to seek combat. because we're out of the fog. And he's like, go on without me. He's like, what are you doing? Why are you over there?
Oh, yeah, he hasn't been exposed to the fog yet, so he just kind of goes crazy. And Amelia's like, as combative as she normally is.
Yeah.
But yeah, he goes and finds Marcus, beats the shit out of him. And you don't see him die. You don't see him die, but you do, in fact, go up a number. You've gone up 2 numbers, actually, since you've been thrown off the edge because another person died. So what number are you now? You're
41. I should
41.
Remember, the order describes we've got numbers tattooed that are magical and show our designation position within the organization, and I was of the higher numbers at 44, which is the bottom of the leaderboard. And so I've been moving up slowly, and so now I'm 41. Amelia also has a similar tattoo.
Does that mean the Order of the Scribes knows that you're not dead?
Yes, Order members would know I'm not dead. Anybody who's in charge of the numbers, yes. Or has access to that information.
Them all?
No. Auburn would have expressed that to you. We don't trust them all except for Garrick.
Oh.
But yeah, you guys make your way down to Stone Shear. There is there's a very happy welcome from many people who maybe don't know you, but know of you, obviously, from the news and things have spread over the past couple of days.
What's Amelia's reaction as we come through the fog mound layer and we're walking through the streets of Stone Shear?
She after regaining her sanity and she realizes, God, wait, this isn't permanent, and she has the same kind of reaction that you do, and then you head down. Okay, this, it's shitty, it's scary, all this kind of stuff, and then she gets to Fogbound, and she's like, wait, there's people here, just she's going through
she's going through it. She has all the information, but she's now going through it and oh, okay. Yeah.
This is what they meant. It's not a group of nomadic fucking, or, small, thing. It's no, this is a full-on fucking society. People that have lived here for centuries. And yeah, you see the same look of surprise, confusion, and almost, betrayal a little bit on her face. As, these are things that she, just like you, were told since you were a little kid, horror stories and, thoughts of the boogeyman coming up from the fog to attack you, all these people, and there's nothing here for you, everything that on disc and all this kind of stuff, just powerful indoctrination that is just being shattered. And she's a little, for the first time ever, you see her shaken. She's honestly shaken.
Hold her hand, she'll like
that. You're saying that a little too late. Maybe you've been smoking during the walk, but then Auburn's been kind of guiding her forward the whole time. Because she's been wanting to stop and stare, and Auburn's like, yes, I know. Come on, then. Yes, I know.
Your hand on the small of her waist.
Okay.
Amelia, you notice, especially in Fogbound, she has a very pensive look on her face, and by the end, she almost seems angry. And you don't know why. You've been working together for a long time, but you don't know everything about it, definitely.
Yeah.
But you end up in Stone Shear. Heroes welcome. Everybody's glad to see you. What would you like to do?
So I believe you said like where you've got the marketplace, but then where like they like magical items specifically, it's called the Hall of Armaments.
Yes.
Um, I would imagine we're arriving like at nightfall. So I mean, I would pose we find our normal tavern, get a place for the night, and the next day, um, I want to hit the Hall of Armaments and then the Academy. Um, and the Hall of Armaments should prove useful to all of us for finding magical items should we need it.
Is everybody happy with that plan, or would you like to do something else?
I'm fine with all of armaments. That's basically what I was looking for.
Okay.
Everything else I'll just tag along for.
What about you, Cascade?
I would like to do that. I think the going and maybe seeing if we can outfit ourselves a little better for the journey ahead will be useful.
At the what was it? The sloppy skeever or something? Sloppy.
Something.
Yeah.
Something.
You it is once again a concert night. This time instead of Ratcore, it is actually a
Trash
solo
rats.
artist. It's a solo
Trash.
artist. A small female who plays a very large guitar, acoustic, and does a lot of hammer-ons and like percussive stuff on the tapping on the guitar, and she makes beautiful, kind of enchanting music that really makes you kind of think about, I don't know, yourself on a deeper level.
Ariana Grande.
No. And her voice is not beautiful, but it is magical. You know?
Enchanting.
Enchanting. And haunting sometimes. Anyway, you enjoy the night's festivities. Amelia, it's like, do these runes ever go out?
No.
That's fucking cool.
That's what I say. It's fucking wild out here. Wait till you see the Academy.
Academy?
Amelia, for people who are wizards like us, the Academy is a dream.
Oh, no shit?
It is some of the largest book collection I've ever seen. People training in the arcane arts. People learning for the sake of learning, not just to do what we do with the Order. Like, they're just people sharing knowledge.
That's crazy. I don't think outside of Flo Nouveau, anything like that exists on the Sky Cities.
It is... I plan to come back here after everything's said and done. This is where I want to... think where I'd like to settle.
Right.
But
All right.
we've got a city to save first. This time you can be part of it.
Huh. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure I'll have my helping hand, but the hero of the War of Shroudmore is going to be the big boss, I'm sure.
And we're also the... could somebody say something about the champions of Coolwater, the Riftwalkers?
What? The Riftwalkers, are they here?
Right here.
Oh, shit! and then all of them are like, oh!
And then I turned like very smug to Amelia. I was like, see?
And
We're
she just
champions
kind
on
of
two
like
fronts.
looks at you like, getting a little big for your britches there, buddy.
Well, I've had to evolve from all the bad news and destruction.
I suppose that's true. Can't always blow up an entire library wing. You know,
Not yet.
there's only so many library wings.
There are.
Have you blown up a library wing here?
Not yet. That's usually that's usually Scritches.
Richard did.
Yeah, Scritches did.
I need to go to bed. And then she gets up.
No.
She heads off to sleep. But yeah, you find yourselves waking in the morning to, you know, who is it? Tchaikovsky's. Yeah. Anyway, and you make your way to the House of Armament.
Yes. Well, actually,
yeah.
I thought about this, and this will probably be very quick.
Sure.
Probably don't need to roleplay it. I want to go find a tailor.
Okay.
And I just want to get a whole bunch of like trousers and vests and a couple of like long jackets made and like just stitched and ready. You know, maybe like 5-6 pairs because I've got a bag of holding. So I want to go back up in style. That's the goal here.
Sure.
Yeah.
The tailor is happy to help the Riftwalkers, and they are. What are you okay, Glenn?
It's a tailor. Yep. There's a tailor. Do they make? I was actually going to ask you about seeing magical things.
They certainly can.
Okay. Come back to me when you're done with you.
Okay.
I don't want to interrupt. Sorry.
Yeah, they're happy to make you, you know, what you need and make it opulent, without being overdone.
Yeah,
right?
just maybe like simple, like maybe
more
more like the inside and more for comfort versus
a little more expensive, a little nicer, and they charge you a very, very price as well. We're gonna say for 5 of each. Yeah, 5 and 5 shirts, 5. They will charge you 15 gold for kind of.
Here's a question, given going off Glenn. Do they have self-mending clothing? Because those are like a typically, at least in D&D Beyond, common magic item.
They do. It will be much more expensive than.
How much are we looking at?
For the same amount, it would be 200 gold pieces.
Great. I'm going to take that out of my own pocket.
Nope. Yeah. Very high quality.
That's only 20 of our coins. No big deal.
Don't worry about it. Without touching that, I'd rather use that for our own stocking up. This is out of my own. Yeah, it's all good. This is me being fancy for just a bit.
And he says, I could get all of these done for you by tomorrow afternoon. I'm sure.
Wonderful.
You're our most important customer.
Appreciate it. I think my friend here is looking for something as well, and I'm going to point over at Cascade.
Of course. Oh, you're that air water genasi is what they call, correct? Yes. I've never met one of your kind before.
Speak
should be
a language inherently. It's pretty awesome. We don't learn it, we just know it.
Oh, would you mind saying a phrase?
And
what does that mean?
Really, really like the smell of this shop.
Oh, yes. It is, it is one of the benefits of being a tailor. Yes, a little bit of sandalwood, a little bit of leather, of course, the smell of fresh fabric. It's a blessing to work here. So, of course, what would you be looking for today?
I'm looking for a robe, right? A cloak, but I want it to be all covered in eyes. And I want it to help me see better so that I can look out for our enemies above.
Oh, a cloak of perception.
This one, I've heard of this one. Yeah, this one actually has a name.
Sure.
It's called the Robe of Eyes.
Oh, okay.
It's a rare magic
Sure,
item.
I've heard of such things. That's just like a uncommon?
It's rare.
Rare? It's rare. Geez.
Yeah, this is one of those things where I may have to be, taking a little bit of the influence for myself and like getting on a payment plan or something.
Yeah, totally. I need to find that so
I can send you
judge its
Hang on.
Yeah. I was just like looking through items the other day, and I saw that, and I thought kind of Cascade's thing, which is kind of counterintuitive a little bit, but I like the idea that the secondary realm that he brings himself to, while to some may appear to be less perceptive, it is in fact more connected to everything, and so this would just help him get more into that. If it's too powerful, because it does have a lot of functionality.
No, it's really good.
I understand if it needs to wait.
Oh, that's so cool. Light spell cast on the robe, or a daylight spell cast within 5 feet blind. That's awesome. For a minute.
So there's like an easy cantrip way to like negate it for, at least a minute,
That's pretty cool. So, while we certainly have the ability to make this robe, we do not necessarily have all of the items required, that, of course, being powerful magical eyes.
Can we go get some Uchiha?
What the fuck is that? Anyway.
Those for the weebs.
Yeah. If I believe we could acquire some, source the materials, as it were, and the robe itself, the enchantment, while it seems like it would be incredibly complex, it's actually quite simple to make. It's really the price comes in the collection of these materials. I could, for the heroes of Stone Shear and Coolwater, I could part ways with a robe of this quality for 2,500.
As much as I want to do that, I can't, and I will come back when I have the coin. Is that okay?
Well, yes, and if on your adventures you are able to acquire the eyes of magical creatures, creatures in particular which are either able to travel or perceive the ethereal plane, or creatures with dark vision, then it will significantly decrease the amount. For every pair, decrease the amount by about 200.
Oh, wow. So,
yes.
Do you have one of those little pockets that just goes right into something?
Oh, like a portable, like a small portable hole? Or?
Kinda, yeah, but the entrance is in another place. It's like if you made a portable hole, but it was just the hole, not the bag, because it's not even a portable hole. It's a big bag. So, basically, I put my finger in this hole here, and you see my finger, right? So you put that like on the top of a jar, and then I can just bloop, bloop, eyeballs into the jar. They're yours immediately.
Oh! No, we...
like a jar for me to carry them eyes in. I just don't want to break them.
Yeah, oh yes, we could get you a jar. Easy.
That would be great. Something that sits very tightly and is very strong.
Of course. We can actually put a small enchantment on it to maintain freshness.
Hey, I like it. Cool.
Sounds good. All right. And he gives
Wonderful.
you a jar.
Preservation.
Just has a little,
there's a chest of preservation, and there's a jar.
Yeah.
So you guys can make a jar of preservation.
There you go. Go ahead.
I was wondering, do you have any clothing, like maybe a hat, perchance, that could help disguise me?
It's funny. That's to cover that need. Yes, we have quite a few designs. We have one with feathers, or one without. We have kind of wizard's hats, ragged.
I'm trying to decide if a hat with feathers is insulting or not.
Also, I think she wants to make it so, like, no more beak, look like people like us, so she blends in up top. You know, I don't know if a hat's gonna cover the beak.
That's it.
Worry not, Master Cascade. I understand your need.
Okay, I just stand over here then.
And he tosses you a ball so you could play with a ball. While you...
Hours. He's gone. He's in an alleyway. He's in the Underdark.
Just something simple. Maybe even a hood would be easy.
Something so plain. You know, you never think of the plains. You always think of a fancy, fedora with feathers or something like that. People think like that.
No, yes. I understand the need for something fancy, but for this, definitely plain. Would it be possible to make it a cloak? Like, keep it still just the hat as the enchantment, just add a cloak to it?
I think we actually have one of those available.
That way I don't accidentally flare my feathers out.
Of course. Makes perfect sense. Let me find... and he goes in the back. A hat of disguise is like uncommon? Green?
Common.
For our wonderful heroes, I would be more than happy to part with it for a low price of 350 gold pieces.
And I'll do that out of my pocket as well.
Wonderful.
My mother gave me a stipend before I left.
And he just hands it to you, and it's a nice. What color would you?
Go with red. Maybe a darker red, like almost a brownish red, like a
burgundy
clay red. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So he touches it, and it goes from this kind of like gray to this, very nice kind of this clay dark red. Seems very. It's like the tomatoes, and the stitch work is very beautiful. It has swirls and patterns along the edges, kind of dull gold stitching, and it fits you perfectly as some magical conforms to your shape, but it doesn't need to do much.
Right.
Shrinks down a little bit. It's very light, and as you put it on, would you like to use it?
Not yet. I'm actually gonna go to Auburn.
Okay.
Auburn. I've only seen Amelia and your Amelia clone as examples of your race there. Do you have any pictures that you've drawn of any others that I could take reference of?
Oh boy, you should see the one he keeps in the bottom of his bag. Woo!
You best be playing with that bowl of yarn there, Cascade.
And so, just to quicken it, just kind of an amalgamation of humans.
All right, I'm sure I have something.
Yeah. I don't know what humans look like. I've only seen one other female human.
Don't worry, I got you, fam.
I mostly look human, by the way. Kinda.
You're blue.
Yeah, I know, just like take out the blue part. Like, don't take my skin off, just, and I go, and it looks like me.
Well, with my voice, I think being a female would be ideal.
Oh, yeah.
It's
the
as
song
far
is
as I
quite
know,
high.
This disguise self spell is very easily broken. I'd rather not give them a chance to assume.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just give him a couple of references of other humans I would have drawn, if that's okay. Nothing super detailed, just enough for you to get an idea.
As you do it, do you like point and ask her to change things, and then your face just goes like to conform to what he says?
Yeah, eventually we get, after I've done some research and says, okay, something like this, and Auburn's like, well, no, maybe, raise up your eyebrows a little bit. Cheekbones can be a bit more pronounced.
And then we see what the ideal woman who Auburn looks like.
Oh, man, I look like Amelia. Oh, damn it. We start over and do it again.
You just have red hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, and my hair is definitely red. I would keep that. Maybe not like as bright as the feather, but...
I was going to say red-orange, like we know red, or red?
No, like a red-orange, a dark red-orange.
Nice. Very lovely. Very amaranth. Speaking of...
Yeah.
But you do so. You look like misfortune, we'll say.
Okay. I can deal with that. Sure.
I was going to say Lux. Anyway, we continue on. Are you all done at the tailor?
Yes.
Wonderful.
Also, I guess I should say this, and you can just say yes or no. Should Amelia want something, obviously, I'd sponsor her if she wants to jazz up her look. Like, not if...
Hey, babe, you want something from Victoria's Secret? You gotta go in and talk to the guy.
She just looks at you. Do I look like a fucking fashion princess?
Well, no, just we've been down here, and you've only had the one set of clothes, so I just figured you might want... But I didn't mean any offense by it.
Michael Scott.
And she's like, leave.
Right.
I'll be here for the rest of the day.
Okay, I'll just come back to a bill, I suppose.
Yes.
Leave.
and he's like, the tailor's like, and for you, shut the fuck up. I will tell you exactly what I need. And he's like, oh.
Finally, somebody knows what they want.
Yeah, as you walk out. But you meander your way to
the Hall of Armaments. Finally,
right. The Hall of Armaments is a large, open-aired building, very large. Like it is. Imagine a kind of like a hangar for a like a plane or something like that, but just open on the sides, and the roof on the inside as you kind of inward. There are like 30 forges here, and the forges are of various make. Several are just old school coal forges made for making regular metals. Then you see also some oddly colored. What?
Nothing.
You guys are killing me right now.
You're good. It's not
you guys. Oh, okay. Yeah, you look hot. Rhea. Anyway. So these old school forges, there are also other forges which are made in interesting ways where fire isn't the main, component of the forge. There's, magical ember sparks that are being slammed into, the metal rods and housings, guns, as well as weapons, sheaths, and shields, armor. In these, several dozen forges, people are working constantly. Multi-striking happening, single blacksmiths just, shirt off, slick with sweat on their singed fur, just tink. You see several drow, you see a few Duragar, of course, and in the middle of the forge, or in the middle of the rather, I guess it would just be a large forge. In the middle of the hall, you see a raised dais with one forge that is regular, one forge that is magical in nature, as well as a couple of large machines that a rather buff drowish woman is standing at. What?
Yes.
You think these people might know how to fix The core?
Well, that's what we can ask about. We can ask about it here.
Is that why we're here?
No. I mean, it could be one of the reasons, but I wanted to see if I could get this baby tuned up, and I'm like patting the butt of the rifle that's like slang across my back.
Oh. I want a floating shield.
All right. Let's see what we find.
You are directed by a, just kind of a helper, as you ask around, to this woman. This drow. Drow have anything from gray hair to kind of sometimes like white hair, but she has like platinum, like silvery. It almost. So Galadriel in Lord of the Rings is said to have hair that captures the light of two trees, of Valinor, and that's why her hair is so coveted by Fëanor and then Gimli. In a similar vein, the hair of this Drowsh woman is a beautiful, lustrous silver that shone in the forge light, like blue and green sparks kind of reflecting off of her hair, the glow of the fire also reflecting. And you realize then that a portion of her, half of her face and her right portion of her chest, as well as her right arm, is warforged. She is artificial for all intents and purposes, and the hair cascades from that side of her head. The other half of her head is and she is just pounding on this freaking on a large piece of metal, and she's placing it in kind of like a press and just like stamping it down and like examining it, small taps here and there, and then big slams, in a rhythmic time, which as you get closer you're realizing all of the forges around all of the forges around her are following her time in this kind of like rhythmic pattern that echoes throughout the forge. It's almost you can tell it's not purposeful. It just is this kind of like natural syncing that so many craftsmen together, following this master in the center, has created. And as you step up to this dais, she says, "Yes, what do you want?" And she is just pounding away. And your little assistant says, her name is Marilla de Oro.
Sorry, Marilla Deorum?
Yes.
Miss Deorum, we're just here for.
Don't call me Miss. I'm not married, and I don't care to be. Just call me Marilla.
Yes, I apologize, Marilla. We're just looking for some upgrades.
Sticks the thing into the magical forge and lets it there. She pulls another bar out from the regular forge, starts slamming on it, and this time the anvil is in your direction, and she says, "All right, upgrades then. What kind of upgrades?" Just looking at you, staring straight at your soul.
I've been going first for a lot of this, so I'm going to defer to the rest of you, because I also need to step away, but I'll be able to hear you all. So, floor is either of you.
Go ahead.
Oh, I just really want a floating shield, because I'm not great with the shield, but I figure if I heard of these shields that kind of float up and protect you, and even if I'm like a bear or something, it will still like protect me, and I'll be a little safer, and it'll have my back.
You want to whispers, boys? Are you want to whispers, boys?
What's one of whispers, boys?
Whisper, the druid.
Oh, we did have a kerfuffle. I think that's what we call it.
You know, steam coming off. Another
I
bar.
based my form off the wolf that he had when I transform into my primal beast of nature.
I don't give a shit. If you're one of Whisper's boys, you're fine with me. You need a shield made. That's gonna be Arson. Arson down on the right side. Don't worry about his name. He hasn't done anything wrong. His mom just had a funny sense of humor. The Durga over there, Arson. He'll get you set up with the shield. What the hell do you want? And she looks at Rhea.
Okay.
Ting, ting.
Honestly,
ting.
a floating shield sounds great. Thank you. And I'm gonna run off as well.
You also want a floating shield?
I'd rather have an actual small shield if there's anything you can do without a proficiency in a shield.
I mean, we got gauntlets. Gauntlets of protection.
I don't know what those do.
They protect you, and they go on your hands.
Bracers of defense?
Yeah.
That.
And we got rings too. Same deal.
All right. I'll consider it.
Wonderful.
His name's Auburn.
Auburn, what the fuck do you want?
I want to see if I could get this rifle here. If I could channel my magic through it.
Where the hell did you get one of those? That's military grade.
Alvis gave it to me.
Alvis.
He let me keep it
Just
when we raided
away
the
his
outpost.
toys like he always fucking does.
Well, we raided the outpost.
In the background, I'm like, I have one too!
I know you don't care, but that's why I got it. I didn't illegally obtain this, but I wanted to see if I could channel my magic through this, and if we had some sort of item that would let me summon more things.
So you want to magically, and she puts her hammer down. You want to add your magic to the already masterfully forged and crafted artisanal masterwork of myself, which already takes arcane magic and adds it to that.
If possible, that would be very, very helpful, because then I could just channel more into it. I worry that if I were to do that without any sort of modification, it would erupt, and I don't want to ruin such fine craftsmanship.
You're a special kind of stupid, aren't you?
I am.
Alright, well... give me the fucking gun. And she takes it from you. She says, this will have to be special work, and it'll take time, and I'm going to have it the whole time.
How much time?
At least a month.
Alright, I can wait on that then.
I slide over and hand you mine. I'm like, I wasn't using it.
Alright, cool. Then we have that.
How many of these things do you have?
He let us take one each for when we raided the outpost.
He's just throwing his shit away. I swear to God.
Well,
do you know how long it takes for us to make? It takes 10 smiths.
If it helps, we
30
recovered.
days apiece to make one of these.
We recovered
30
a stolen.
days.
We recovered a stolen shipment, and yeah, if that helps.
Well, it looks like you recovered and commandeered a stolen shipment to me. Anyway, whatever. It's not my business. I just make the fucking things. You said you want to add magical essences to them. Do you want effects? Do you want damage?
No,
Do you want both?
Mechanically, all I'm wondering if I can use my spell attack as the attack roll.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's really all I'm asking. If I could just use the spell,
cool.
yeah, that's really. I'm not looking for anything extra.
You don't want it to be an arcane focus?
No, because my book already acts as such. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Well, that's a little less
I should have been clear. I just wanted to be able to use my own innate ability instead of whatever's powering this.
All right, well,
Unlimited magical power.
no, that's not that big of a deal, actually. That might take about 5 days, because what you're basically asking me is an arcane site. You want a site added to things specifically tuned to you. I'm gonna need about 5 drops of blood.
Alright, do you have a vial?
Yeah, one right there.
And then I'm
And it's
gonna
like
go...
this fucking dirty, like, smudged on the inside seems very clean, but on the outside, it, just try not to get any soot on the inside or just stop them.
Got it. And then, yeah, I'll just do it, because I can also prestidigitate, so I'll make sure inside is clean.
Oh, prestidigitation, you're one of them wizards, eh? Come from the academy?
Not from the academy, from the Sky Cities, but I am a wizard. My looks deceive
Why
me.
don't you make yourself useful? I'll knock 100 gold off, and you clean my and Ashen's forge over there.
Auburn's already taking off like all of his things and ripping off his shirt. He's like, I'll get to it. Puts the blood in. Oh, before I do that, I've got 2 other things for you that you might enjoy. One,
Sure,
and then
sure.
I'm gonna pull out Chuck's arms.
What the? Are these automaton arms?
My friend died, and
Well, I'm sorry to hear about your loss. I don't know what the fuck that has to do with me.
I want to convert these into... Well, I usually use these, and I'm going to pull out my brass knuckles. But now I want them to feel the people who did this to him, I'm going to hit them back. So I want them to feel his wrath. Is there something I can...
I like the way you think.
Yeah.
That's the first not stupid thing that's come out of your mouth today.
Thanks.
And I haven't even been around you that long. I pray that you have no female companionship, because she is probably hating her life.
She's out shopping on my dime.
Alright, there's ways to make up for it. Anyway, so, you want, basically, boxing gloves made out of your friend.
Yes.
Do you want them to make you stronger? Do you want them to deal their own damage? Do you want them to be magical? Do you want them to defend you?
Magical would be nice. Whatever's within my budget and whatever you want to surprise me with. So
well, I don't know what the fuck your budget is. What's your budget?
I guess, like +1 for the sake of, becoming magical resistance or whatever. And if you want to surprise me with anything, I don't need anything fancy. Just a standard, like, damage die is enough for me. Maybe you want to incorporate some Chuck specialty. That'd be great. Your choice as a DM, but I'm not looking for anything super fancy here, realistically.
And Chuck was a history specialist. Are you good at history already?
I am. I have proficiency in history.
Okay. What else do you think, Brandon? What else do you think Chuck would have been good at that his hands might have been able to provide?
He was a spell.
Maybe some sort of maybe a shock, maybe some damage.
Those big things.
Yeah, cool. Okay.
That'd be lit.
So how about this? How about this then? So your friend here, as what I could see from, your magical fucking hands that you brought me, really good at shocking people. Looks like, and then, you actually see her eye, the eye that's warforged. Yeah. It like turns in like a very mechanical way. Yeah, and from that, like a light shines from it, and you can see wisps of the weave revealed in this light that is showing like the arcane nature of these hands. She says, "It's strange. There aren't any symbols here, but all this metal is imbued with arcane energy in very specific ways."
That'd be because of this, and I figured you'd get it. I don't need anything done to this, but if you wanted to analyze it, and I'm gonna pull out Chuck's core from the bag of holding.
and she takes it and she puts it down, like not paying attention to it for a second because she's fascinated by these arms, and she says, and very one-track mind woman you have on your hands. She says, I think for the sake of saying it mechanically, I could make it a bonus action to cast Shocking Grasp if you have a successful melee attack with these gauntlets, and then they will use your strength, or they'll be finesse weapons basically because you're using punchies, and I don't know if you're.
I'm stronger than I am dexterous.
All right, then they'll use your strength score. But they'll probably kind of damage would that do you think? Maybe 1d10 bludgeoning?
I think that's too much. Honestly, I was just happy with, because we reskinned the daggers as brass knuckles, so I'm happy with the d6 or a d8, because
we'll do a d8.
Yeah, because like the Shocking Grasp is more than enough for me to get utility. I'm not looking at damage dealing here. It's just like pop shots, run away. Come in, pop shots, run away. Like I am still a wizard. I'm still fragile.
Right. Becoming a male Vi.
Yeah. She looks at your hand, and she just kind of grabs your hand, and then her eye kind of like looks over your hand, basically, and she says, all right, that's 10 centimeters, 12, looks like about 30 wide. You got big hands, and
thanks.
You ever work at a forge before? You've been interested?
I mean, I could give you need me to hammer something. I'm ready to clean while you do all this. I'll go clean first and then come back
you get
and
to cleaning.
I'll do that.
She looks at the thing, and she actually like intakes breath, like completely, all this like badass, drains from her, and she's like, what the fuck is this?
Oh, that's what powered my friend whose arms you're holding. I figured anybody who'd know what it is would probably be down here in Stoneshire. Nobody in our cities knew what this was.
And the core, as you know, is like this kind of like brass and housing, this like white, like glowing, pulsing thing.
Yeah.
It pulses less than what you had seen it do.
Yeah.
Because Chuck isn't anymore right now. At least
it's in dormancy.
Yeah. But it is there, and you could see it's not quite as bright. It's like I think I explained this before. It's kind of like Amalon, like an Amalon fluid inside. And she scans it, and she says, "Do you know what this is?"
No idea.
So this is an arcane lattice. This is like the Philosopher's Stone for.
Would I have heard of an arcane lattice?
Roll either a history check.
I'm gonna roll Arcana because I have expertise in Arcana.
Sure.
29.
You have heard of an arcane lattice, and but only in like descriptions, only in like
legends.
Yeah, like it is unheard of to actually hold your hand, and the fact that you have been carrying one flippantly in your pack for the past week, has just hits you.
What? This is
an arcane lattice. Like, like 5 ever made in the history of the stuff where you can hold basically infinite information in it, can probably put every single book 30 times.
That explains so much. He was like a walking library. Anything that he saw, he'd take like his eyes would flash, and then he could just remember it whenever.
I wouldn't be surprised if this thing was able to, spit out information. It's still there. You just need
the
to be able
conduit.
to. Right. It's like, how do you say? You need like a focus, an aperture, a way to look in, or to get the information out.
I could probably build something.
I mean, I think it's almost entirely arcane the way that you do it. It's not gonna be a function. It's like a puzzle box. You gotta solve the puzzle, then the images appear. But by the looks of this thing, there's a lot of puzzles.
Huh. He did like his puzzles. Thank you. This has been very helpful. I'm gonna get to work, and yeah.
I would say that you would have maybe one roll every 5 hours of study to get something out of it. Could be random, could be something real important.
Right.
I don't know, but generally, as far as I've heard, the sorts of stuff that they keep in things like that, don't take them lightly. Archmages would kill for something like that.
Well, let's just pretend I'm gonna gingerly take it back from her. Neither of us saw it.
I think that's for the best.
Yeah. I'm gonna get to cleaning. Do you have a bucket and a mop for extra shine?
Yeah. And she points over to her right to like a pretty dirty bucket and mop.
And I'm gonna go at it while I have to go IRL put rice and then let the rest of this happen.
So you go over to Arson, Cascade. And Arson is he is a small dwarvish man who is just covered in soot. His hair, which is unsurprisingly normally very, is actually quite dark and covered. And you see stacks of shields and just kind of surrounding him. And you see one of those magical forges next to him, and he is currently quenching something beside it.
I just get real close and watch over his shoulder.
He turns around. Roll a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, right. Didn't think that one out. Oh. I got a 19.
Okay. You're able to definitely dodge out of the way as he kind of absently-mindedly turns, and you almost get burned by the freshly quenched shield. He says,
"Hey.
Oh, shit! What the hell are you doing?
Oh,
Don't stand right next to him, man, when he's fucking forging. I couldn't hear you.
Art.
You know how,
it was art.
You know how loud it is in here?
I know.
It's art.
I had to watch. It was art watching you work, man.
If you're saying it's art, that's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
I appreciate the compliment.
Yeah, they say arson's a crime, but you're turning it around.
Don't
for it,
make
man.
fucking you're back and forth between hatred and appreciation. Back to hatred.
Me?
We're at a baseline now. Yeah. Arson jokes, I don't take kindly to them.
Arson?
I got made fun of. Yes, that's my name.
Yeah. It's nice to meet you. I'm Cascade. Fire and water.
and he just shakes your hand. All right.
Me and my friend, we were told we could get some floating shields over here. By
shields.
Master Smith over there, yeah. She was very quick. Go there. See our...
I mean, yeah, we got some... Let's see here. That's for a lady... It's for... And he's just kind of like to like stacks of shields and like just naming off like random lords and ladies that like have requested shields for their personal guard. Apparently, that's very easy to surmise. But he looks at one stack, and it's like this kind of small stack that are just laying there, and they're of a couple different whatever make that you as players would like. And he says, I got a couple blanks. It doesn't take long to do the enchantment. People say it takes months and months, and it's a year straight sitting there and casting over it. Those people just want to get you for extra money. That's all bullshit. They've been trying that trick for thousands of years. But I'll tell you, it does take a little bit of time, though. So, it's a floating shield's just a
animated
item,
shield
right?
is a very rare magic item.
Oh, it's very rare?
Yeah. That's why you were explaining it. I was like, maybe Tim just decided that animated shields should not be that expensive, and I was like,
I don't think that they should, honestly.
yeah, that's what I was like, okay.
Because they don't do anything.
Bonus
that
action,
special.
yeah, no, you just don't have to have your hands.
You just don't have to hold it. Yeah. It's whatever. Yeah, those dudes are trying to trick you. I could probably go. It does take a little bit of time, and give me 2 days and 500 gold pieces, and I'll hook you up.
I have to have a conversation with the buds, but I have at least a nice portion of that. Just if we have the coin, you know.
Yeah, LR just puts his thumb up.
Thumbs up? I'll put down 250 if I can use 250 as well.
Hey, it's party funds, man.
Oh, I have
You're a
240
party.
too. Oops. I don't have 250 quite. I'll just take all my gold out. I'll leave it there so that we can protect it. But I give him the gold between myself and the party.
Yeah,
For myself. Are you, Rhea, you want one?
This is an animated shield?
Yeah.
No.
You don't gotta know how to use it, you know?
So I have a plan, but I would like a shield.
Oh.
Do you...
Something special, custom made?
No, I've been looking up a bunch of stuff. I think I'm going to multi-class, but we'll talk about that later.
Okay.
Do you have... I've heard tales of shields that could help you be more prepared for combat.
A shield, the perception? Or,
a sentinel shield.
yes.
Yes. Can you make one?
Yeah. Those are a little bit more expensive, though. They do quite a bit more.
And this is just flavor. And I don't need it large, just a small round shield, perhaps.
Sure. Like a buckler.
Yes. And that's just flavor. It doesn't, it's obviously full
buckler?
shield.
I barely know her.
But that's the thing. Yeah, isn't a sentinel shield like...
What is it?
Isn't a sentinel shield lower rarity than an animated shield?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fucking stupid. That's stupid. But it should be a rare item. So, you're giving me good business. I appreciate it. So I'll give you a wee discount. All right. Normally, I'd, haggle around the 2,000 gold range. But for you, 1,800.
Ombre Cascade. How much do I have? I have 400.
You have my staff.
Fine, CC. Excuse me. I can't remember your name. And Arbin's coming through with a fucking bucket and a mop and cleaning. And I'm gonna lift up the dwarf's arm and like clean underneath him and put it back down and then walk away and like around. Whatever you're doing, just continue doing. And then I walk.
Arbin, Can I have 1,200 gold?
Yeah.
All right.
There it is. Same amount of time. 2 days. So.
And I'll subtract my 400. Auburn, are you keeping track of our platinum? You make him run back.
I used 26 pieces so far for myself.
I used 150. No, 120.
So we're up to 146 pieces of our 500 taken.
And I'll say I used all of mine. I mean, 150 is the split, so I'll call it good. Getting there.
So we're down 146 platinum. Is that what I heard? Yeah. Okay. I will keep track of it now. Apparently, that's me keeping track. Good.
Oh, you took the pouch. You're keeping track.
Sure. Okay. Yeah.
And I have 0 gold. I may need to borrow some gold from you guys.
Yeah, I've got 22 silver and 5 copper.
2 days for that then.
Yeah.
To look at.
Is there anything else I could help you with?
No, I think that's it for me.
Alright, then get the fuck out of my forge.
I'm outside of the forge. I just would love if you could put your mark on it.
It's gonna be there, whether you like it or not, lad.
I want it prominent, man. This is your work.
Alright.
And what should I tell the folks who admire it? Your house name or whatever you want it to be known by.
My mom's a bit of a... Anyway, she's a moron, and she named me Arson, and our last name is Wood.
What's it like having a mother?
What?
I mean, like, that you're like your mom that, like, made you? Like, she brought you into the world, she birthed you?
Well, yeah.
Oh, I've never known my mom.
Do you not have a mother?
I mean, I have lots of people that were important to me that helped raise me, but, like, I never met my mother, you know?
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm not a therapist, though. You might want to go to the academy.
Oh, no, I'm fine. I just wondered what it was like. But treasure her.
It was nice. She kind of made it hard for me when I was young. Because of the name. Arson Wood, burned the house down. You know. It's weird being a dwarf named after wood, but as the centuries dragged onward, wood became more expensive than stone, so, you know.
Certainly less common down here.
True?
Except
rare when you get to work with it.
Good. Well, Arson, I look forward to seeing what you make, man, but we'll get the hell out of here for.
Alright. Hope you have a good day. I'll see you in a couple days. Thank you kindly for your business. Bye. And then he just turns around and he continues working.
And I'm just like, guys, you just... Oh, man. What'd you talk to the lady about? We're in there, man.
Can't talk. And then I go back to, like, mopping. If you find any tomes or codexes, let me know. Compendiums. But... And then I'm gonna go back to, like, mopping.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Well.
Alright. We have, like, 45 minutes?
Yeah.
I think with that, I'm actually gonna end it there. You guys all get some fun items. LR gets a little bit of, info about Chuck's core. Amelia is out there buying you out of house and home with her outfits, and and you have a couple places yet to go. Next week, what do you plan to do next week?
Train the sword.
Go see Whisper.
I do have 3 spells I do want to pick up, so I'm going to try to see if I can find those. And I do want to, we talked about a little something, and see if I could can in fact end up scrounging that. If not, otherwise I'm happy with the preparations we've made so far. So the last thing I think would be to look for transportation.
Will tell you, in the depths of Chuck's core may be revealed something that you may be looking for, Mr. Auburn.
Hell yeah. We have a couple of days to kill.
All right. What is your maximum roll on Arcana?
31.
31? Okay. We shall see.
Yep.
But until next time, ladies and gentlemen of the Twitch realm, I hope you all enjoyed this week's fun session of Another One. And hi, Bear. Young Bearamus.
Hi, Bear.
I had a great time. I'm just very tired. I might be able to go later next week, but yeah, I just started my new job, so
between 8 and 9.
Yeah. All right. Fucking. Go follow fucking Cole Legend at podcast places. Witless Mystic, basically everywhere. Brandon likes hanging out, and Glenn is Glenn Huston, Houston. In
Houston spelled like Huston.
Yeah.
Spelled like Huston. Yeah.
So if you need voice work done, that guy.
Hi.
And we hope you join us again, because the shit was fun as fuck. So
Hell yeah.
Listen to some revelries on your way out. And
Hell
peace.
yeah.
I hope you have a good night. Off frames.
That's all right, Mystic.